Good morning, baseball fans. Welcome live here on the WHS Network, here on YouTube.com, here from Gordon Leming Field, here at Lafayette Central Catholic, here in Lafayette, Indiana. We have your 2021 IHSAA Class 2A Regional 10 Baseball Tournament semifinal matchup here this morning between your 28-1 Wapahani Raiders as they will be taking on the 21-7 Madison-Grant Argylls. Again, here as always, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. And we thank you all for tuning in here for this morning's Regional 10 semifinal matchup. As we'll go ahead and get right into things with our Raiders Live pregame show presented by the Liberty Perry Alumni Association, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. So obviously, two teams that are coming into today's game has had a lot of success throughout the course of the year. Wapahani, obviously, we've kind of seen throughout the course of the year what these guys can do, what they're capable of, and never count them out. Obviously, we've seen that last game there in the Section 40 championship. But you look at this Madison-Grant team, pretty nice-looking group of young men right here. They hit very well. From a team aspect here, a .330 average on the season, Wapahani at .364. Now, one thing they don't do or at least a whole lot of, is hit home runs. They only have 7 home runs compared to Wapahani's 25. So the biggest majority here for Madison-Grant and how they generate runs is by finding their way on base and stealing bases. Getting themselves in scoring position, taking that extra base, and then hopefully the batter at the plate will do their job and get them in. And so that's kind of the key offensively here for Madison-Grant. Nick Evans is on the mound here today for the Argylls. Been a fantastic pitcher throughout the course of the season here. The young man coming into today's ball game, 5-1 on the year with a 2.37 ERA and 62 innings pitched. He's only allowed 35 runs, 21 of those earned, and he has 98 strikeouts as well in those 62 innings pitched. So tough matchup there. A young man that doesn't throw, big-time heat, at least from what I've heard, but just gets a lot of strikeouts, gets a lot of swing and misses. So the Raiders have got to be patient at the plate here today. Maybe be a little aggressive here early, see what we can, find our way in as far as, possibly getting some early runs here. But, the main thing here is offensively, continue to showcase the depth that we've had throughout the course of the year. That's one thing that I've time and again mentioned, how depth or how deep this team is offensively. 1 through 9, you can count on any single one of them to come up with a big at bat. And we're going to have some very big at bats here this morning here against this Madison-Grant team. And Nick Evans again on the mound here this morning as well here for Wapahani. Gage Gadberry coming off a big game there then in the Sectional 40 championship game there against Monroe Central on Monday. Really looking forward to another great start here from Gage. The Raiders are going to need it without a doubt. And so we're excited to get this game going here today. Obviously a very beautiful facility, and we greatly appreciate the IHSAA as well as the Lafayette Central Catholic for giving us a great seat in the house here this afternoon. So folks, we'll go ahead and step aside here for a quick break, and we'll be back here with today's starting lineups and the national anthem here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
All right, folks, again, welcome back live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Again, we're just about set to begin here this afternoon, or this morning still. Still trying to get used to that. We're 10:52. We've been at it early on this morning. Got up about 6 o'clock and left Raider Country at 7 in the morning. Got here right at about 9 o'clock, and then started getting all set up and ready to go here for today's game. And so we've been up a little while. Myself and Redbeard has. So nonetheless, here starting lineups will be coming up here pretty soon. But again, today's game, this will be game 1. Game 2 will be featuring the Delphi Community Oracles as they'll be taking on the Rochester Zebras. Again, that game will be probably right around 1:30, somewhere around in there. I guess obviously whenever game 1 gets over with, then game 2 will get started with the championship game then coming up later on tonight at 8 p.m. and hopefully your Raiders will be in that. But again, right here from Gordon Leming Field here at Lafayette Central Catholic. Again, greatly appreciative to the IHSAA and Lafayette Central Catholic for allowing us to be here this morning to broadcast for all of you fine people out there in Raider Country. Again, we are having some issues with some of the glitching because we're outside and the heat and everything else, and so it kind of messes with our computer here a little bit. So just kind of bear with us. We'll try to do our very best, and hopefully it won't be too much of a problem here throughout the day. We'll take a look here at today's East Jackson Auto Sales starting lineup here this afternoon. First and foremost here for your Wapahani Raiders, leading off playing shortstop, number 12, Gavin Noble. Batting second to second baseman, number 10, Daxton Dudley. Batting third and catching here for your Raiders, number 4, Luke Wellman. Batting fourth and pitching, number 19, Gage Gadberry. Batting fifth and playing base, number 16, Nolan Dudley. Batting sixth and playing third base, number 8, Gavin Lash. Batting seventh, playing center field, number 7, Caleb Henderson. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 24, Paul Fisher. He'll be hitting for the left fielder, number 20, Blake Castor. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 11, Joe Foster. Again, that is your Wapahani Raiders. Again, the Raiders coached by Brian Dudley, assisted by Jason Dudley and Jonathan Riddle. So now we'll take a look here at the Madison-Grant Argylls. Like I said, having some glitching issues here, so again, just kind of bear with us. But leading things off here for Madison-Grant will be the second baseman, 22, Tegan Yegi. Batting second, playing third base, number 16, Cole Hasty. Batting third, pitching, number 2, Nick Evans. Batting fourth and catching, number 15, Mason Richards. In the 5 spot, shortstop, number 10, Chad Harbert. Batting sixth, first baseman, number 14, Braden Ross. And in the 7 spot, center fielder, number 30, Justin Moore. Batting eighth, right fielder, number 1, Braden Schumacher. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 11, Gavin Killich. So again, that is the Madison-Grant Argylls. Folks, here at this time, we'll step aside here for a quick break. Again, we have the national anthem coming up and today's first pitch here from Lafayette Central Catholic. All right, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. We'll take a look here at today's Jones Auto Body defensive alignment here for the Madison-Grant Argylls. Again, in the outfield, from left to right, we have Gavin Kellich over in left field, and centers Justin Moore, and right field Braden Schumacher. Around the infield here, we have the third baseman Cole Hasty. At shortstop, that is Chad Harbor. At second base, Tegan Yagi. And at first base, Braden Ross. And then your battery mates here, Nick Evans on the mound, and Mason Richards hanging the signs here this morning here for today's Regional 10 game. So again, that's what Jones Auto Body defensive alignment looks like here for Madison-Grant. Again, like I said, just kind of bear with us here. Sometimes the screen may glitch. Again, it's hot outside, and we're out in the conditions. So just bear with us. We're trying to do the very best we can, but it might happen from time to time. The wind is blowing a little bit, so you might hear a little bit of interference there in the microphone. But again, trying to do the best possible here, and I think we got a really beautiful view for all of you to witness this game here this morning. So again, here for your Raiders, again the visiting team here this morning in today's semifinal game of the 2021 IHSAA Class 2A Regional 10 Baseball Tournament. Again, Gavin Noble will lead things off. Again, playing shortstop here this morning. Still trying to get over that. I'm used to saying either this afternoon or this evening. So again, Nick Evans on the mound, and today's first pitch will be outside for a ball, 1-0 to begin things here on Gavin Noble. Gavin here on the season, a .400 batting average, 10 homers, 30 RBIs. Swung on and missed. So an even count here of a ball and a strike here on Noble. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that's going to plunk him right there on the arm, as Noble will go ahead and head on down to first base with a leadoff base runner here for your Raiders. Way to take one right there for your team. And so now that will bring up the Raiders' second baseman, number 10, Daxton Dudley. Daxton here on the season, a .320 hitter, 1 homer, 22 RBIs, 5 doubles, and a triple. Evans here with a pitch, and Dudley will bunt that one foul. 0-1 the count. And so again here, the Raiders here on the season, we've seen it time and time and again, as I mentioned earlier, the depth lineup-wise, 1 through 9, you can find anybody to put, some great at-bats together here. And, you've got to be able to get the bunt down right here. Unfortunately, Dudley unable to do so that time around, so now 0-2. But he's a good hitter. Daxton is. Even though he hasn't got the bunt down right here the last couple times, you go back to your normal swing here, and obviously, you hope to hit a gap somewhere, just find some open real estate out there. And a ground ball here to the second base side, 4-6 on the 3, and that's going to be a double play. For a quick 2 outs here in the inning, that erases Noble there on the play, on a 4-6-3 double play. And so now that will bring up the catcher, or not the catcher, rather. It's going to be Nolan Dudley batting third. So they completely switched up the lineup here. Not exactly 100% sure why. Here's a pitch. In there for a called strike. And the pitch. Fly ball down the right field line. That's going to get foul and out of play. Chopped here to the shortstop. Going to be a tough play. Third baseman comes on and will make the play for the third and final out here in the inning. So the Raiders again got a leadoff base runner, nothing to show for here in the top of the first inning. Here's the Raiders get no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We'll head to the bottom half of the first. Again, scoreless after a half inning. All right, folks, welcome back here live on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Again, scoreless top half of the first inning there for your Raiders. As again, got the leadoff man on there in Gavin Noble there on the hit by pitch and then was quickly erased. And unfortunately, nothing came of that first there for your Raiders. So we'll start things off here in this bottom half of the first inning. We'll take a look here again at our Jones Auto Body defensive alignment here for your Wapahani Raiders. It looks like this. Out in left field, again not listed, as Blake Castor. In center, Caleb Henderson. Over in right field, Joe Foster. Around the horn here in the infield, you have Gavin Lash at third, Gavin Noble at shortstop, Daxton Dudley at second, Nolan Dudley at first. And your battery mates here, Gage Gadberry on the mound, and Luke Willman hanging the signs here this morning for your Raiders. So again, that is our Jones Auto Body defensive alignment. And so again, we'll get at it here in this bottom half of the first inning. Again, we're having some issues with the video glitching, so just again bear with us. Called strike here, 0-1. And just misses right there. Not quite sure where that one missed, but it was a ball nonetheless. 1-1 the count here on Yagi. The wind up, here's a pitch from Gadberry. A little dribbler out front of the plate. On down to first, and a 1-3 put out for out number one here in the inning. And so again here, hopefully things will start to show up a little bit more here on the screen. Again, there's one out now here in the inning. Cole Hasty now at the plate for Madison-Grant. So 0-1 the count. So 1 ball and 1 strike here on Hasty. Getting 1 away here in the inning. And called strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Hasty. Getting 1 away here in the inning. Gadberry here with a windup. Here's a pitch. Ball high. Now 2-2. And called strike 3 there on Hasty for out number 2 here in the inning. Again, we're still trying to figure out, hopefully this, our screen will stop freezing up. Again, we are having still some issues with our computer being so warm due to the conditions being outside. That's in there for a called strike. 0-1 here on the pitcher, Nick Evans. Evans, a .395 hitter on the season. That pitch misses outside. So 1 ball and 1 strike is the count here on Evans. The pitch. Here to the shortstop. Noble gets it, throws on to first, and what a play that was right there. So a 6-3 put out right there. Nice clean inning of work here for Gadberry. As again, Madison-Grant gets no runs here on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Here in the bottom half the first, again scoreless after 1 inning of play. We'll step aside and we'll be back here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All righty, folks, welcome back here live on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Top of the second inning, leading things off here is Gage Gadberry. So the count here, 0-1. The pitch. And there for a called strike. Now 0-2 here on Gadberry. And swung on and missed for strike 3. So 1 down here to begin the top of the second inning after the strikeout there of Gadberry. Then there for a called strike. 0-1 here on Gavin Lash. Again, we're trying to get all of the lineup straightened out because the lineup that was put up here to us and that we wrote down is completely different from the batting order that's currently going on. So 1 ball and 1 strike here on Lash. The 1-1 pitch is low and away. So 2 balls and a strike. Here's a pitch. Chopped here to the third baseman. Collects, throws on to first, and that will be out number 2 here in the inning. So a 5-3 put away right there. And so now the center fielder, number 7, Caleb Henderson at the plate. Swung on and missed. 0-1 here on Henderson. Again, Caleb here on the season, a .420 batter, 29 RBI, 6 doubles on the year. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Now 0-2. Like to see be a little bit more patient. So these swings right here. 0-2 pitch. It's going to be fouled off back and out of play. So no balls and 2 strikes. You got nobody on here in the top of the second inning. The 0-2. That's going to be upstairs there for a ball. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. A real nice job there by Henderson, just trying to lay off of that one. Don't want to go too far out of the strike zone, anything close, so you got to put the ball in play. Here's a pitch. And that's going to be fouled off again. So Henderson trying to stick around here in the at-bat. This will be pitch number 6 upcoming. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Evans here with a windup and the pitch. That's going to fall outside for ball 2. So the count here, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, 2 away here in the inning. 2-2 pitch. Popped up, right side. Going to be a tough play here. The right fielder comes on and will make the catch for the 3rd and final out of the inning. So, 3 up, 3 down go the Raiders here in the top of the 2nd inning. So they get no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We'll head now to the bottom half of the 2nd. Again, scoreless after an inning and a half here from Lafayette Central Catholic here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All righty, folks, welcome back here live on the WHS Network. Again, as we begin this bottom half of the 2nd inning, it's going to be the catcher, number 15, Mason Richards, at the plate to lead things off here for the Argylls. That pitch falls low and away. 1-0 the count. Again, still dealing with the issues. Again, I've said it, and I'll probably stop saying it after this, but just bear with us. With being out in the heat, electronic equipment that's trying to process a lot of information all at one time. You put it out in the heat, it's not going to probably react very well. So, trying to do our best. So 2-1 the count. Gadberry here with a windup. Here's a pitch. Called strike 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that's going to be down the left field line, and that's going to be a fair ball. Castor gets it in quickly here, but that's going to be a leadoff double there for Richards. So Richards again now at second base. Shortstop Chad Harbert at the plate for Madison-Grant. So again, Harbert will come in here, batting .439 on the season, leads the team in batting average. Again, 2 homers, 25 RBIs, 8 doubles, 3 triples, and 10 stolen bases. Gadberry here with a pitch. Rifles that one on in there for a called strike, and 0-1. Gadberry will come to the set here. The 0-1 pitch upcoming. Bunted back there to the pitcher. He'll toss on the first, and that'll be a 1-4 putout. Move the runner up here to third base, now with 1 out here in the inning.
So, the pregame festivities included the fact that I got the coach to give us a little bit of their strategy, didn't it?
So Richards again moves up to third. 1 away now in the inning. First baseman number 14, Braden Ross, now at the plate. Got to find a way out of this one right here. The pitch from Gadberry in there for a called strike, now 0-1. Gadberry comes to the set. Here's a pitch. Misses in. To even a count up here at 1-1. Again, Braden Ross here on the season. .284 hitter, 19 RBIs. Also 5 doubles. Pitch from Gadberry. Just misses there on that inside part of the plate. So 2 balls and 1 strike here on Ross. Again, Richards at third, 1 away. The pitch. That pitch is going to fall low. Good take right there from Ross. And so let's see right here if Gadberry can battle back in the at-bat. Here's a pitch. And that's going to be upstairs for ball 4. So the Argylls will have them on the corners. You got only 1 out here in the inning. And now the center fielder, number 30, Justin Moore at the plate. So Moore will step in here, a .340 batter, a home run, 15 RBIs, and 5 doubles on the season. Pick off back to first, and he'll be back in there safely. Again, Ross, not a huge threat on the base pass, but he can get the wheels a-moving if needed. Gadberry will come to the set. Here's a pitch. That pitch will miss low in the dirt, 1-0. Again, Richards at third, Ross at first. 1 out, double play depth as far as in order here for the Raiders up the middle. So 2-0 the count here on Moore. And Luke Willman will now head on out there to the mound. Have a little chat here with Gage Gadberry. Got to give him a little check up from the neck up right here, trying to break up the monotony a little bit. So a 2-0 count again here on Moore, as he will look to step back in here at home plate. Gadberry back on the rubber, and we're looking there to get a signs here from Willman. And a 2-0 pitch will be found back and out of play. So 2-1. Be nice if you can roll up double play right here, no doubt about that. Just got to find a way and out nonetheless. Here's the pitch in there for called strike 2. So Gadberry evening up the count here, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Big batter right here. Gadberry will come to the set, and the 2-2 pitch up the middle. They're on to the shortstop. Noble on to first, and that's going to be a double play. A 6 unassisted to 3 double play to end the inning. The pitcher's favorite friend right there gets the job done to end this bottom half of the second inning. Again was Madison-Grant threatening. Ends up coming up with nothing as they get no runs on a hit, also no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll head now to the top of the third inning. Again, Wapahani 0, Madison-Grant 0 here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, welcome back here, top of the third inning here again, Next Home Elite Real Estate game break. Again, as we enter the top of the third, again, we'll lead things off here with 7, 8, and 9 hitters in the order. Luke Willman, again, batting 7th here this afternoon. Again, really throwing us a curveball. Changed things up. Again, I don't remember the original lineup card coming out and being like that, but nonetheless, is what it is. Willman here with a 1-0 count. Swung on and missed right there, and now an even counts. The ball and a strike.
Well, he's got 2 more years.
Evans with a windup. Here's the pitch. Gonna say it catches that outside part of the plate. And so the count here at a ball and 2 strikes. To lead off the third, the pitch. Little excuse me swing over here to the first base side. Evans tosses on to first, and that will be the first out here in the inning. So a 1-3 put out number 1. So now the designated hitter, number 24, Paul Fisher, at the plate. Again, with 1 away here in the inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. So called strike 2. 0-2 the count here on Fisher. Ball right there now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That pitch fouled back here by Fisher. So the count here at a ball and 2 strikes. Got nobody on and 1 out here in the top of the third. And the pitch. Up the middle, second baseman gets to it, throws on to first. It's going to be high, and that's going to be an error there on the throw by the second baseman. So the Raiders will have a base runner after the throwing error there by the second baseman. So the right fielder, number 11, Joe Foster, at the plate. Here's the pitch. This is upstairs there for a ball, 1-0. Foster here on the season, a .429 hitter, 1 home run, 15 RBIs, 5 doubles, 2 triples. And the pitch. Again, missing upstairs for ball 2. So 2-0 the count, the pitch. And that's going to be for a called strike. Nice looking pitch there from Evans. So now even the count up here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, 1 on, 1 out. The pitch up and away right there for ball 3.
Very important. This is as important as the pitch is that Evans is having to throw all day right here.
3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch is going to be found back and out of play.
May not find that ball.
So the payoff pitch, or the full count anyway, will be back at it again right here.
I'll take
Again, following Foster will be right back to the top of the order there with Gavin Noble.
advance. I like this one.
Payoff pitch from Evans outside for ball 4, and so the Raiders have a couple base runners on here with 1 out here in the inning. Again, we're doing our very best to try to get things to cooperate with us as far as on the video. Noble will step in here 0 for 1 or 0 for 0 here on the day. Was hit by a pitch there in the first inning. Then was left stranded out there, unfortunately. That pitch is going to be high and away. Misses there for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. And a 2-0 pitch. Swing right there. Now 2-1. Again, as I've alluded to throughout the ball game here, our video, it'll sometimes glitch or freeze up. I'm not sure if that's how it is on your guys' end. I hope not. But that is how it is on our end. So that is the case. We apologize. In the right field, that's going to get down. And here comes Fisher. Oh, no, they're going to be hung up. Foster on down to second base, and he will be in there safely. And here comes Fisher on the home. A bad throw, and the Raiders will score a run. Holy Moses. So what looked like a bad situation there for your Raiders turns out to be a good one, as your Wapahani Raiders will score a run here to make this a 1-0 ball game. So again, Fisher scores. Foster now at third base. Again, Fisher scored there on the throwing error by the catcher. So again, the Raiders will have them on the corners here, 1 out here in the inning. You got a couple mistakes right there by Madison-Grant, cost him at least 1 run, potentially more. We'll see. Okay, so we just got a text here from our good buddy Grant Evans. So it sounds like the video is good on everyone else's end but our own. So that's the main thing. Obviously, I can sit here and watch the game and call it, but just want to make sure that everyone else is having a good feed to go off of here this afternoon. So that pitch outside here for ball 1-0 the count here on Dudley. Got Daxton here on the morning, 0 for 1, grounded into a double play in the first inning. And we have Foster at third, Gavin Noble at first. 1 away, here's a pitch. Inside, Noble takes off for second, and he'll be in there without a throw. And so Foster and Noble now in scoring. Daxton's got a couple of Ducks out there on the pond. As that pitch going to be fouled off now, 2-1 the counts. Dudley taking a little bit of extra time here. Steps back to the batter's box. Evans will come to the set. And the 2-1 offering. And Bunsen down the third base line. Foster going to be safe at home, and that's going to be an infield single. Bunt single for Daxton Dudley. That's about as well placed of a bunt as you're going to find right there. So it tacks on another run here for your Raiders. Ends up being a hit here for Daxton. The Raiders now lead it 2-0. How about that? So job well done. Foster again scores on the play. Noble again moves up to third base. Daxton Dudley now at first. And the first baseman, number 16, Nolan Dudley, now at the plate here for your Raiders. Nolan here on the morning so far. Grounded out to the third baseman back in the first inning, 0 for 1.
Should have been a routine play for the second baseman, threw the ball away, and now the roof's caved in.
Here's a pitch to Dudley, and down to second base. Daxton will be in there safely. So another runner in scoring position. So 1-0 the count. Evans will come to the set. There's a 1-0 pitch. Upstairs, ball 2. Pardon me, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. 2 on. Again, 2 already in here for your Raiders. The pitch swung on and missed, strike 2. So still a great opportunity here for Nolan. Cash in big time right here. Here's the pitch. High fly ball. There in the shallow right center field. That's going to fall in. Gavin Noble scores. Here comes Dudley, who will get the stop sign put on. And Nolan Dudley coming up with a big RBI single. And the Raiders keep piling on here in the top of the third inning to make this a 3-0 lead. That's now the third hit here in the inning. All consecutively. Again, Noble scored there on the play. So the Dudley brothers on the base pass. Daxton at third. And Nolan at first for the Dudley boys. If any of you guys know who they are back in the day. So Gage Gadberry at the plate. Again, got to look to help yourself right here. And again, Evans being very aware of the runners on base right here. Took a step towards third and now stepped off, looked at first base. And a pitch here by Evans. Gadberry shows bunt, brings the bat back. As the count here is 1-0 here on Gadberry. Again, Gage 0 for 1 here on the day. Struck out swinging in the second inning. Coming into the ball game, a .282 hitter, 3 homers, 25 RBIs, also 8 doubles. Gets the bunt down. Here comes the play at the plate, and there's nobody home. Throw down to first, and Gadberry's going to be safe. So a couple of bunt singles here for your Raiders. Again, Gadberry not exactly someone you would think would easily be able to get a bunt single right there. But hey, young man gets the job done, helps himself out, and the Raiders tack on another run to make this a 4-0 lead. So we'll have a courtesy runner down at first base, number 15, Isaac Andrews. So again, Gadberry at first. Nolan Dudley at second. Again, Daxton scored there on essentially the squeeze put on there by Gadberry. So again, Gavin Lash will step in here. 1-0 the count. Swung on and missed. So a ball and a strike here on third baseman Gavin Lash. You got Nolan at second. Isaac Andrews down at first. Here's a pitch. That pitch is going to be high for ball 2. And that one's going to be fouled off there along the third base line, so an even count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lash will step back in there. Evans back on the rubber. Still only 1 away. 4-0 lead here. Raiders. And gets Lash swinging right there for out number 2 here of the inning. So that will be the second strikeout of the day here for Evans. And so now the 9th batter here of the inning. And that's going to be the center fielder, number 7, Caleb Henderson. And swings up and away right there. Probably should have laid off of that one, but nonetheless, 0-1 here on Henderson. 0 for 1 here on the day. Flew out to the right fielder in the second inning. And the Raiders have scored 4 times, looking for more. Ground ball here to the shortstop. Makes a nice diving play, and now Nolan overran third base, and a miscue defensively again here for Madison-Grant, as Nolan really got bailed out there on that one. The catcher held on to the baseball and made no throw, so now the Raiders have him loaded. So an infield single again here for Henderson. Dudley moves up to third. Andrews now at second base. Henderson at first, and now your Raider catcher, number 4, Luke Willman at the plate. As that pitch will be low for a ball, 1-0. Again, Willman with the excuse me swing here earlier on in the inning. And down the third base line, that's going to be foul. So 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. That's going to be in the right center field, and that's going to get down. Here comes Andrews around third, and he's going to be in there safely, and the Raiders tack on 2 more runs. Oh, heck to the yes. As your Raiders keep on keeping on, the 6th hit here in the inning. Willman comes up with a big one right there, a 2 RBI single. Again, the scores Nolan Dudley and Isaac Andrews. Fine piece of hitting. Henderson again moves up to third. We'll have a courtesy runner now down at first base. Number 3, Landon Thompson, will run for Luke Willman. So again, Henderson at third. Willman, again, was courtesy run for by Landon Thompson, so he's down at first. And now the designated hitter, number 24, Paul Fisher, steps in. And that's going to be a high fly ball in the center field. The center fielder's under it and will make the catch for the 3rd and final out of the inning. But hey, how about them Raiders? Here in the top, the 3rd inning. Score 6 times. The Raiders score 6 runs here on 6 hits to go along with an error and 2 left on base. We will head now to the bottom half of the 3rd. Again, it's Wapahani 6, Madison-Grant 0. Here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. Welcome back here, folks, to our next Home Elite Real Estate game break. Bottom half of the third inning upcoming here after a lengthy top of the third inning here for your Wapahani Raiders, again scoring 6 times there in the top of the third, and way to put a crooked number up and put Madison-Grant here on their toes. You got a great thing going now. Obviously, things have swung in your favor. Now you got to keep it that way. So we'll lead things off here with right fielder Braden Schumacher, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1.
Yeah, he was in there probably watching a movie or something, taking a nap.
So 1 ball, 1 strike. Gadberry here with a windup and a 1-1 offering. In there for called strike 2, finding that outside part of the plate. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Number 8 hitter in the order here for Madison-Grant. Here's a pitch. Gets him swinging for strike 3. Wellman tags him out. And that will be out number 1 here in the inning. So that will be the second strikeout of the day here for Gage Gadberry. It's going to bring up left fielder number 11, Gavin Kellich. The pitch from Gadberry misses off the plate. 1-0. One ball and a strike. Gadberry, wind up, 1-1 offering. Misses low and away. So 2-1 the count. And so Gadberry has fallen behind now, 3-1. Got to find a way to get back in this at bat right here. Got to fire a strike in here. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a called strike 2. So full count here on Kellich. Again, number 9 hitter following right back here to the top there, Tegan Yagi. The payoff pitch. Gets him swinging, strike 3. He gone for out number 2. So back-to-back strikeouts to begin the bottom half of the third here for Gadberry, and then back to top of the order here with Tegan Yagi. 0 for 1 here on the day so far. Dribbled it back there to the pitcher in the first inning to lead off the game. And that pitch is going to plonk him right there in the shoulder. So Yagi will get on there via the hit by pitch. Not exactly how you'd like to reach base, but got to do anything possible to find a way to get on, and I'd take one for the team right there. So now Cole Hasty at the plate here for Madison-Grant. 0 for 1, struck out looking in the first. Here's the pitch. Fly ball there in the left field. Caster is over and will make the catch for the third and final out of the inning. So again, Madison-Grant gets a base runner here in the bottom half of the third inning. On the hit by pitch, nothing to show for here. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on. We will head now to the top of the fourth here from Gordon Leming Field here in Lafayette Central Catholic in Lafayette, Indiana. We'll step aside, and we'll be back here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
The right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops,
All right, welcome back here, folks. Next Home Elite Real Estate game break, top of the fourth inning. Going to hear from Lafayette Central Catholic again. About a 2-hour drive is what it took us earlier this morning. Again, got up at 6 a.m., left at 7, and got here at 9 a.m. and got set up and ready to go here for today's game. Again, greatly appreciate you all for watching us here this morning as your Raiders again with a 6-0 lead here as we head into the top of the fourth. Again, here from Gordon Leming Field. Greatly appreciate you all for joining us. Again, Brandon Morvillius right here. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. And we'll lead things off here with Joe Foster as he will show bunt. And that will be low for ball 1-0. So Foster again reached base on a walk there in the 6-run third inning. They end up scoring a run. They're off the butt single by Daxton Dudley. The pitch swung on and missed. Now even count here of 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch from Evans. Right back up the middle. Nice piece of hitting there from Foster. Gets the runners a leadoff base runner after the single there from Joe. And now back top of the order here for your Raiders. So Noble steps in. 1 for 1 so far on the day. Was hit by a pitch in the first inning and then singled there in the third. Right back to the pitcher, Evans will toss on to first for a second out here in the inning. Or first out here in the inning, but the runner advances on to second. So a 1-3 for out number 1. Again, Foster moves up to second. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-1 here on Dudley. Oh and 1 the count here on Dudley. He's 1 for 2 here on the afternoon. Pitch is going to get by the catcher as Foster will move up to third. Took a nice heavy turn there past third base as well. But again, he'll stay put. So again, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away here in the top of the fourth. Again, Foster singled. Noble again grounded out there to the pitcher. And Dudley did not go on the swing, so now 2 balls and a strike here on the Raiders' second baseman. Evans here with the windup. Here's the pitch. Low for ball 3. So nice a bet so far here from Daxton. Let's see if he can top it off right here. Again, the left side of the infield playing in. First baseman playing infield there on the infield grass, and that's going to be a walk here to Daxton Dudley. So he will head on down to first base. The Raiders will now have him on the corners. Again, we're still only 1 out here in the inning. And now the other half of the Dudley boys, Nolan Dudley, will now step up to the plate. Again, with a couple runners on. Wouldn't be too surprised right here if they put Daxton in motion. And the Raiders, again, we don't necessarily steal a lot. That's not a main part of our game, but we can do it. When needed or called upon. If the opportunity presents itself to steal a base, the Raiders do it majority of the time, successfully. But we'll see if anything's on right here. That pitch going to be fired right on in there for a called strike, 0-1. So Dudley here on the day, Nolan that is, 1 for 2. Grounded out to third baseman back in the first inning, and then a RBI single in the third. Pick off back to first, Daxton in there safely. And we've got Gage Gadberry to follow Nolan. Evans again will come to the set. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be fouled back and out of play. Again, Daxton was in motion right there. Again, an absolutely beautiful day out today. Sunny and about pretty close to 80, 85 degrees, somewhere around in there here at Lafayette. It's a warm one, that's for sure. Here's the pitch. And that's going to get into right field. That's going to be an RBI single here for Nolan. Daxton's going to make the turn and head on to third as he goes first to third, and the Raiders tack on another run to make this a 7-0 ball game. So nice piece of hitting there by Nolan. Again, especially with 2 strikes right there. Able to surf one there in the right field. And so it looks like that's going to be the end of the day there for Evans, and indeed it will be. So pitching change here for Madison-Grant here as your Raiders knock out Evans. At least that's the way it looks like. So it looks like Yagi will come now in the pitch. Freshman here for Madison-Grant. Or rather, they're not going to go ahead and make the pitching change. Okay. So we're not going to go anywhere. We're going to stick right here with you. It looked like originally that he was making a pitching change. So again, the pitcher, Gage Gadbury, will now step in. Again, the Raiders have him on the corners. Still only 1 out, 1 run scored. So again, Daxton at third, Nolan at first, Gage Gadbury at the plate. And here's the pitch in there for called strike 0-1. Gadbury 1 for 2 here on the day, struck out swinging in the second inning, and then a RBI single in the third. Here's the pitch. Tries to put the bunt down, but instead fouls it back to the backstop. All righty, folks, welcome back here. Gavin Lash now at the plate. Tegan Yagi on the mound here for Madison-Grant. As the count here is 1-0 here on Gavin. Again, Gavin so far here on the day 0 for 2. Ground out to third baseman and struck out. Swinging as Nolan's back in there safely at first base. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch swung on and missed. 1-1. Yagi here with the pitch. Low. Nolan takes off there for second here on home, and he's going to be safe. A double steal here by the Dudley boys. So that really worked out well. The Raiders tack on another run to make this an 8-0 lead. So going to double steal. 2-1 the count. All right, folks, welcome back here again. We just kicked off the air here from our computer. Again, getting so hot, it kicked us off the air here, so I had to set everything back up. And so, again, apologize there for that. Nothing in, 1 the count, or pardon me, 1-0 the count. Well, make that 1-1 now after that pitch right there. But 1-1 the count. Again, 1 out here in the bottom half of the fourth. And the Raiders here with a 8-0 lead. It's called strike 2. And Richards 1 for 1 here on the day. Had a double back in the second inning. And we're hoping we're not going to have too many more issues here with our computer. But like I said, it's warm out here, so it makes things malfunction and not work properly. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. I was going to say, I was kind of wondering there for a second. I mean, that looked like that was right down the middle to me. So 2 out here in the inning. Shortstop Chad Harbert now at the plate. And the pitch. Ground ball here to third base side. Lash will collect again, throw on the first, and gets him right there. So another nice, clean inning of work here for Gage Gadberry. After the 5-3 put out right there, Madison-Grant gets no runs on, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We will head now to the top of the 5th inning. Again, it's Wapahani 8, Madison-Grant 0 here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. Back on here as quickly as we possibly could. Like I said earlier on in the broadcast, things on our side has been very glitchy, and our video will freeze up and everything of that sort, and that's why it keeps kicking us off, because our computer is hot. Our equipment itself is very warm from sitting out here and being in the sunshine, things like that, especially in 85, 87 degree heat. So, and apologize there for that, but we're trying to do our very best here this afternoon. Nothing into the count here on the Argylls first baseman, Braden Ross. Again, they have 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. The pitch is going to be high. So 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Ross. Gadberry against on the mound. Here's the 1-2 offering. Pitch upstairs for ball 2. And Ross here on the day. Not an official at bat overall. He's drawing a walk in the 2nd inning. The 2-2 pitch. Line shot there in the center field, and Henderson will get there for out number 1 here in the inning. So the center fielder, number 30, Justin Moore, will step in. 0 for 1 on the day. So again, Moore grounded into a 6-3 double play back in the 2nd inning. 1-0 the counts. Gadberry again gets the signs. Here's the pitch. Fires that one on in there for a called strike, 1-1. There's a 1-1 pitch. Called strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's the pitch. A ground ball through the first base side, and that's going to get through the right side of the infield. There for a 1-out single here by Justin Moore. And so that's the 2nd hit now today here for Madison-Grant.
And the Argylls have their 2nd base hit of the ball.
So the right fielder, Braden Shoemaker, at the plate. 0 for 1 on the day, struck out swinging back in the 3rd inning.
1 on and 1 out now in the 5th, and Shoemaker, who struck out back in the
Gadberry again gets the signs here from Willman. Here's a pitch in there for called strike. So 0-1 the count here on Shoemaker. Gadberry again gets the signs, the pitch, and they're called strike 2.
Nice chance to have a conversation on Good Morning Grant County with the brand new.
So Shoemaker steps back in there. Gadberry can look for a strikeout or an out nonetheless. That's the only thing that really matters here. Here's a pitch. And that will just miss there for a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Man at first, 1 away here in the bottom half of the 5th. And that's going to be a line shot there in the right field. Now it's going to get down, so back-to-back hits here for Madison-Grant. 3rd hit overall. Nice piece of hitting there from Shoemaker. So he's at first, Moore out 2nd. And now the left fielder, number 11, Gavin Kellich. So Kellich at the plate here, 0 for 1. Swung and struck out swinging back there in the 3rd inning. That's going to be chopped there. Looked like that originally had went off the batter, and I believe it did. So nonetheless, 0-1. The count here on Keelich. And following him, be right back top of the order here for the Argylls and Tegan Yagi. And hopefully we might not have to see him until next inning potentially. Here's the pitch. The pitch low and away. Nice job of Willman keeping that ball right there in front, nearby.
8 more outs left, and you're down 8 runs. You're not going to try to steal 3rd in an 8-run deficit. Maybe down by 1.
So 1-1 your count. Gadberry will come to the set. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Gadberry taking a long look in there. Finally gets what he likes here from Willman. Here's a pitch. It's going to be a fly ball there in the center field. Henderson is under it. Will make the catch. The second out here in the inning. So back to the top of the order here for Madison-Grant. We have the pitcher, number 22, Tegan Yagi. 0 for 1 so far here on the day. Dribbled it right back there to the pitcher in the first inning, lead off the ball game there for Madison-Grant. And he was hit by a pitch in the third. Pitch inside for a ball, 1-0.
Stat I had about high school baseball: don't strike out, don't make errors, you win ball games. Fine team before, yes. And Norfolk used to have a heck of a. I'll tell you, when Mel Whitesong was at Marion, they had a heck of a program.
All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network. We promise we haven't forgot about you all. Try to get back on here as quickly as we could. Tried to let our laptop cool down a little bit, and hopefully things will be a little bit better. But yeah, the score's correct right there, folks. 12-1 is your score now. Wapahani, again, when we left you, was up 8-0. Madison-Grant tacked on a run, or added a run there in the bottom half of the 5th inning, their first run of the game. And then the Raiders answered right back here in the top of the 6th inning with 4 runs. Again, we've had a walk there to Noble, stole second base, and ended up scoring. They're off of the RBI single from Nolan Dudley. And then Nolan, as I said, singled, also scored a run off of a double, RBI double from Gavin Lash. Also Gadberry scored as well from a hit from Caleb Henderson to give the Raiders a 3-run inning. And then Luke Willman just singled in Gavin Lash to make this a 4-run inning, to make this a 12-1 lead, as we're going to have a fly ball here by Fisher, and that's going to be in the left field there for the final out of the inning. So the Raiders, again, score 4 times here in the top of the 6th inning. They get 4 runs here on 4 hits, also 1 error, and 1 left on base. So we're going to head now to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Wapahani 12, Madison-Grant 1, here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here live on the WHS Network. Again, we do have some changes here for your Raiders to report on. Now pitching is Caleb Henderson, moving from center field now to the pitcher's mound. Now out in center field is Joe Foster. Playing right field is Landon Thompson. So those are the pitching change and defensive changes here for your Wapahani Raiders. Again, Gage Gadberry right there goes 5 strong innings. Again, only surrendered 1 run on 4 hits. Also had, let's see here, 4 strikeouts on the day, and also walked a batter. So pretty good day at the office as usual here for Gage Gadberry, in line for the W here this afternoon. Again, hopefully we'll be able to stay on the air long enough for all of you guys to see the final out of the ball game. But again, computer's still acting up. So again, after this game, we'll get everything packed up and hopefully put into a cool place so it can really cool down real well. And hopefully We'll be able to have the game coming back at you later on tonight there for the championship game. And hopefully won't have any difficulties. That's the plan anyway. And Wellman will make the catch. Beautifully done right there. For out number 1 here in the inning. So now Mason Richards will step in. Richards is 1 for 2 here on the day. Doubled in the second inning and then struck out looking back in the fourth. And that's going to be hit there in the right field. That's going to be in there for a 1-out single here by Richards. So now 2 for 3 on the day here for that young man. And now we'll bring up the shortstop. And instead, or rather, we're going to have a pinch hitter. It's going to be number 7. And so that will be Jace Gilman. So again, they'll have a courtesy runner now down at first base, and now pinch hitting will be Jace Gilman. So Henderson, again, surrendering a hit right there to Richards. Got a man on now with 1 out. Right up the middle. And out at second, and won't get him there at first base. So a line out there to the second baseman for the second out here in the inning. And your Raiders are an out away from winning today's semifinal game here in Regional 10 action. So Braden Ross will now step in. Henderson will come to the set. Here's a pitch, and that's going to be high and away. So 1-0 the count here on Ross. Henderson will come to the set, and a 1-0. Swung on and missed now. Even count here of 1-1. Again, Ross here on the day 0 for 1. Walked in the second inning, lined out to the center fielder in the fifth. And a pitch from Henderson high and away. So the count here of 2 balls and 1 strike. Here on Henderson, the pitch. And that's going to plunk him. And so Ross will now head on down to first base. Richards, the courtesy runner, now moves up to second. And so now Madison-Grant have him at first and second. Again, now 2 out here in the inning. And the center fielder, number 30, Justin Moore at the plate. So Henderson just trying to find a way to get this last out right here, get the W here for your Raiders. Here's the pitch. And that is in there for a ball.
probably lost 4 inches and about 70 pounds when he pulled the pitcher and went with the lead pitcher last.
1-0 pitch. Up the middle, ground ball here. Noble steps on second, and that's going to end it here this afternoon. So a great win here for your Wapahani Raiders. Again, final score, your Wapahani Raiders 12 and the Madison-Grant Argylls 1. Again, we'll go ahead and step aside here for a quick break, and we'll try to get back on here rather quickly for our Raiders Live postgame show here on the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here to Raiders Live post-game show, getting presented by Next Home Elite Real Estate, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. And we'll make this short and sweet so we can get off the air here and hopefully get things packed up to get this computer cooled down and ready to go for this championship game here tonight. But nonetheless, your final score victory, your Wapahani Raiders defeat the Madison-Grant Argylls 12-1 to advance on to tonight's 2021 IHSAA Class 2A Regional 10 Championship game. Again, they'll be taking on the winner of Delphi Community and Rochester at 8 p.m. here tonight. You can catch it live right here on the WHS Network. Overall final line score here, Gadberry again gets the win here this afternoon. 5 innings pitched, allowed 1 run on 4 hits, also 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. You look at Madison-Grant here offensively, they scored 1 run on 5 hits, 3 errors, and 5 left on base. Wapahani 12 runs on 12 hits, no errors, and 6 left on base. Again, your Raiders now improved in 29-1 on the season. And again, they'll be back at it tonight. 8 p.m. is the start time. Might be a little bit earlier than that for our Raiders Live pregame show. So please join us there for that. Again, we apologize for all the inconveniences throughout the day here. We really tried to do our very best to make sure to get this game live and to have it on a consistent basis. But again, the heat was affecting our equipment, so again, we really do apologize about that. But nonetheless, we hope you all will join us again here this evening. Please make sure spread the word to everybody. You can catch tonight's championship game right here live on the WHS Network. It's going to be a great one coming up here tonight. So, folks, again, your Wapahani Raiders defeat the Madison-Grant Argylls 12-1 and advance on to tonight's Regional 10 Regional 10 championship game here on the WHS Network. So until then, folks, I'm Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McQuaid. Again, thanking all of you for watching, and we'll see you later on tonight from Lafayette Central Catholic here on the WHS Network.